today, so let me know if you can hear me over here. I'm gonna plug this in. Get ready for the day. So let me know if you can hear me okay. I'm wearing my speaker right here, and I'm talking low just to see if you can hear me. Hold on. Hey there.
While your new double oven is taking care of dinner and dessert.
Hey Miranda, can you guys hear me okay? Or is it really low? I'm talking low just to see if my mic is working. I got a new mic. I should probably take the speaker off of it so you can hear me. I'm talking low just to see if my mic is working. I got a new mic. I should probably take the speaker off of it so you can hear me. Can you hear me now that I took the sticker off? Can you hear me now that I took the sticker off? Yay! Okay. All right, that's on mute. I got a new mic, so I'm testing my mic to see if it's clear or not. I'm using my phone today though, so we don't have to worry about connection issues. So let me know how the connection is as well. Hey, Sarah. Using a new mic today. I just got in the shop, so I'm a hot mess right now, guys. I have these hats to finish and a bunch of new things to do. Perfect. Hey, Megan. Hey, Miranda. Hey, Yvette. Rebecca, Linda. Hi, everybody. Thank you guys all for being here today. Today, I just hopped on because I have a few things to work on, and yeah, I just wanted some company. So we're going to finish. I have 3 more hats to do in this order, and then they're done. So that's what I was doing right now. I just turned my machines on. I just got in the shop. So let me know if this mic is too loud. I can try to adjust it. It's the first time using it, and I'm wearing it on me right now. So if it's too noisy, please let me know. Okay, I'm using my phone today, so that's probably why it's clear. So I'm just going to use my phone from now on because I always have issues with any other camera. But I didn't know if the mic would hook up or not because it's hooked up to, you're supposed to do it directly to your phone, but the connection it came with, I had to get like a connection thing for my phone. So hopefully it's actually the mic working and not my phone. Awesome. Okay. The true test is to see if this is going to be too loud or not. So let me know once it starts stitching if it's too loud, because I gotta figure out sound and everything. So I have 3 more hats to do, and this order's done. What are you guys all working on today? My hands are kind of sore from doing all these hats, but they're almost done. You just have to get it really tight for it to like really stitch good. These are really, really nice thick hats, and so I'm just trying to like make it super tight. I already turned this machine on and oiled it and everything, so this one's ready to go. I'm just gonna throw some oil back here because I haven't done that yet. Go ahead and do this one. And I usually just do like 2 to 3 drops of oil. And I already know like pretty much where this needs to be, so I've done so many of them, I just kind of know. I don't have to like, I always say to trace it every time, but I've done all those, so I already know where the placement should be. So please tell me if that is way too loud for you guys. It's the first time using this mic. It's supposed to be noise canceling. I don't know if it automatically does that or if I have to adjust it myself. Okay, good. Like it's in the background, but it's noise canceling it out because I'm standing right by it. So let me know when I go like right here if it's loud. So these are what the hats look like that I'm doing. They're for a baseball team, so they're just like a, I guess, college block letter, and they're really nice, like thick hats. So I just take out the stabilizer and they're good to go. No, I've had these machines for a while. These aren't new. These ones were pretty easy because it's just the letter C. There's 2 colors, 3 different steps. There's the step it's doing right now, and then it's going to do a satin stitch of white around the border, and then the inside is the blue satin stitch. So it's not that intense of a design. I'm going to start this over because it's delayed. Yeah, I've been getting a lot of hat orders. Hats aren't my favorite thing to do. I'll do them because it's not hard, but I'd rather do other things, honestly. But hats are fine. It is what it is. This machine makes it easy to do hats. The only thing is like the different types of hats that you use, because like these ones are real stiff and you have to like work with them. But after you do so many of them, you kind of get the gist of like how to do it and how to hoop them to make it right. They are super thick though, so you gotta like make sure you're hooping them really good. Otherwise, you'll break needles, and that's really hard to get up sometimes. But once you do a few of them, You're good. I'm gonna move this mic really quick, sorry. It's like pulling my shirt down. I'm gonna put it a little bit lower. Maybe that's better. I don't know. You have a hat recommendation. Honestly, let me show you the hats that I use for my kids line. I haven't launched them yet, but these are the ones I'll be using. I'm offering red, blue, black, and gray so far. And I get these off of, I think, Blank Apparel. They're the youth flex fit. And they are like this. And they're like a one size sort of hat for youth. And they're the flex fit. I think I got them on Blank Apparel. I can double check that. But these ones are the nicest. I've ordered a bunch of different ones to see which one I like. And these ones look really nice quality. They're not like flimsy. They're hard. They're structured for kids. So they're really nice. And they have that flex fit, like I said. And I just think they're really cute. But you kind of just have to like, what I did in the beginning before getting these ones was just like ordered one of each like different kind so I could sample them and see like which one I liked. And that was the one that I chose that I liked. Everyone has their own opinion on what they like and don't like. For instance, I use these hats right here to practice on because they're the cheapest. So this was my practice hat for the design that I'm using now because I always like to practice before I actually do the design. I don't want to mess up one of their hats. I mean, you could be a pro at this, but I still feel like you should at least do one practice run. So these hats are, you know, the trucker hat. So they're cheaper. And I just buy a bunch of these to practice on. They do have semi-structure on the inside, so if you're using a structured hat, you'll get kind of the feel of how it'll stitch out. So these are my practice hats. These are what I use. Sorry if I'm yelling. The machine's really loud. These are also a good option to practice on as well. Also just a regular basic hat. The only thing is they're not structured on the inside. It's just flimsy. So I like a more structured hat if I'm doing like boys hats because they typically go with the structured hat. I don't know what else I have. I think that's pretty much it. But yeah, practice, practice, practice. I haven't cleaned this one yet, so this is from yesterday. So this machine was kind of making some squeaky noises yesterday, and so I oiled it a little bit. I was just trying to find out like where it's like hitting. I oiled under here. It's basically when it's going back and forth. So you just kind of gotta like figure out. There was nothing wrong with it. I don't like when they're loud. Hey Sandy, how are you? How many panels? The hat that I'm doing has 2 panels. Are you talking about the kids' hats? I really admire your small business and work ethic. Wish that we could teach that in schools now. Aw, thank you so much. That's so sweet of you. I always wait. This is the line that I look at to make sure it's nice and centered. I know exactly where that C needs to be. And this one's finished, so it wasn't, they don't take super long. It's just hooping it takes the longest. This one's a little tight, so you've got to just kind of maneuver it out. But this is what it looks like right off of the machine. Stitches out pretty good. So I just make sure I clip it really tight in the back like that. And then the inside has the stabilizer. I get this stabilizer from ALLSTITCH. I get all my stabilizer from ALLSTITCH. I've just always used that from the very beginning. Turning down the AC in here. It's kind of hot. Cancel. How's my mic, by the way? Is it doing good? Can you guys hear me over here? I've been trying to set my humidity in here because it's really dry in Arizona. Even though it's raining and stuff, it's always dry here, and I do a lot of DTF printing now. And it's very finicky with the humidity levels. So I got a humidifier to try to help. And it seems to be helping some, but this is such a large space. It's not even really that large. It's just really, my ceilings are so high that trying to make a humidifier fill up this space is tough. So I put the humidifier over there by my machine. And it's pretty good. It lasts for up to 50 hours, so it's pretty good. I need to get my dog some water. I just walked in here when I went live, you guys. Sounds good on my end. For the adult, yeah, the adult ones this one's 2 panels, and then the back is like the flex fit, so it's just 2 panels in the front. How long? See how it's like kind of squeaky? I just need to oil something on it, and I can't find the right spot. I was looking for it yesterday. How long did it take you to work the king side of your machine? I just received mine a couple weeks back, and it's been a struggle. What do you mean by the king side of your machine? To work the long side of your machine. I guess I'm not understanding that. Maybe word it different? Or maybe king is supposed to be a different word? Lithium grease recommended to the Y and X axis bar every 3 months. I had issues with mine, and now sounds better after greasing those, plus the needle bar. Okay, yeah, I was like greasing it all yesterday, or oiling it, trying to figure it out, and it sounded better, but now it's doing it again. So thank you. I'll try that. Oh, the kinks. I was like, the king? How long did it take you to work the kinks out of your machine? I just received mine a couple weeks back, and it's been a struggle. It just literally takes stitch after stitch after stitch. So just keep going. Don't give up. Just keep messing with it. Literally, I promise you, just one day it'll all click, and you'll be like, how did I not figure that out? Or why did it take so long to do that? Like, just keep doing it. I recommend just going to Joann's and getting, depending on what you're stitching out, what are you doing? What are you working with? Let me know that first. Okay, grease, yeah. Yeah, I was just oiling where it says to oil. And the like needle bars and stuff. Trust me, I know, do not put oil where it says not to oil. You'll ruin your machine. What was I going to say? I was going to say something and I forgot. We have one more hat. It's just funny, every machine is different. You guys will learn that. This machine that I'm using right now in the front, not the one running right now, but the other one. I've had that one like almost 8 months longer than my second one. maybe 6 to 8 months longer. And the one running right now is the newest one, and that's the one making the noise. And the one that I'm using right now, or about to use, has, knock on wood, never had any issues. So every machine is different. It doesn't matter. They all, even though they could be the same exact machine, talking about like working the kinks out in machines, they're all going to be different. They all have their own problems. So just because you're getting the same exact machine, like I have 2 exactly the same machines, they both are, yeah, they work the same, the functions are the same, but they run differently. So it's just about trial and error and working on different things, trying to figure out different stuff. Trying to figure out where to put this mic so it's not in my way. I guess right here is the best place. I don't really have to bend down anymore. But yeah, maybe if I grease that, like she said, it'll run better. It's just loud. Louder anyway. Worry about it later. I know this is because I need to change my needle, but I only have one. This is the last hat, so I'm not going to change it because I use different needles for my hats, and then I'll just put a new needle in for regular embroidery. So I'm not going to waste one needle on this one last part of this hat. And the reason why I know it is the needle because it did this to me on the last hat yesterday. I'm like, I have one more hat to do on here, so I'm not going to waste it. And I guess I wouldn't be wasting it because I could always put it back, but I'm lazy sometimes. I don't want to do that. What orders are you working on today? So I'm going to make I need to make a pair of bell bottoms and a headband that needs to go out today. Also, I need to print out some DTF orders for Valentine's Day. Starting to get those in. And then I kind of wanted to make some sweatshirts out of the fabric that I got, was it last week or the week before when I was on live? I can't remember. I've had so much happen since my last live and today. My oldest son was in the ICU for like the whole MLK weekend. He went in on Friday and he didn't get home until Monday night. So he had an asthma attack and his oxygen level was really bad. We thought he had RSV, but he was negative. It was just not good. So it's been a rough week. So today I'm finally getting back into the swing of things again. I finally opened my Etsy shop back open, or up from vacation mode. I did that yesterday. So that's up and running again. Let's see. Sweatshirts right now. Yes, the service guys can be trying to catch me on that. Thought I put oil. It's hard getting the grease inside legs where the bar is. The other 2 bars are easy. 2 times, we're taking that one. I haven't been on YouTube in so long, you guys. I feel like I'm like out of the loop on everybody. So you hear that? It needs to totally be greased. It's like hurting. An update on my reliable. I got it back 2 days ago. I put it together yesterday, so it's back in my table. Turned it on, and it was giving me the same error code, which, if you guys all remember, I sent the reliable in to get serviced about, well, before Thanksgiving, so it's been a long time. I've been using my Janome for all my orders since then. So I was super excited to get it back, and it's not fixed. So they are going to be sending me a new unit, and then I'm going to have to probably send this one back because it's just, I guess, broken. I don't know what happened to it. So it's not working, but I need it. So I'm dying without it. But that happens. Is that a new Juki? This one, yes. I've had it for a couple months. I can't even remember when I got it. That's how bad. My time is like so bad. I don't even remember when I got stuff. But yeah, that's my newest machine. It's the COVERSTITCH. And I love it. All right. After this one, the hats are done. I just always leave this on here. And I always save these. I don't know if you can see that, but these are the hat inserts that come inside the hats when you get them. I just think it's professional to take out all your stabilizer, make sure it looks nice, and then I put the hat inserts back in. A, because it looks nice and brand new, and B, because they stay nice and neat all together. So I always put those back in. So I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 20, 30, and then with this one will be 40. So I did those pretty much all yesterday. I did a couple of them before we went into the hospital, and then obviously I was gone all week, so I pretty much did all these yesterday, and then I just did 3 today with you guys. But I just did 3 hats and what? I don't even know. I've been talking to you guys, but it's been like less than 30 minutes since I started doing the hats. Beth, I want them all too, trust me. All right. I am going to see, I'm gonna move you guys already. I'm gonna see if I can like make this taller and face you guys the other way so that I can start my DTF machine process and show you guys what I do. I have you guys on the charger, so I don't want to disconnect that. But if I can just turn you guys, you can probably see what I'm doing. Don't mind the mess. Is that angle okay for you guys? Okay, so I'm gonna turn this on. I guess now's the time to tell me if my speaker's working because I'm across the room from my phone. This is my new humidifier. It's really nice. I like it. It was kind of pricey, but it's worth it because it stays on for like 50 hours, up to 50 hours. And you can set it on the mist if you want it low, medium, or high. You can also put essential oils in here if you want to put essential oils in. And it's pretty accurate because I also got this little thermometer thing to show me the temperature and then the humidity percentage. And they're exactly the same, so that's good. This one needs to be cut. I need to clean in here, you guys. Okay, good. It's still working. I got the humidifier on Amazon. Of course, I get it always on Amazon. Okay, so I printed out this list. I need to print 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12 prints for this person. So let's get this up and running. It's been a couple days since I've used this because we've been gone, or I've been gone. So I'm going to show you the process that I do when I haven't ran it for a couple of days. I let it kind of do its thing. This is my waste tank, so I make sure it's not high. So anytime it gets like at least halfway, I empty it. That's what these right here are. I empty the ink into here, so I'm not emptying it into my sink or anything like that. I keep it in here, and then I waste of it properly. Which GTF printer do I have? I have the, I get it from All American Print Supply, and it's the A3 Plus, I believe it's what it's called. It's not the one with the roller. They just came out with a roller one, and I wish I would have got that one because this one just takes sheets, and that's fine, but I want the roller one too. So I need to get a second one anyway because I've been doing a lot of prints. So I'm gonna get the actual combination one with the roll feeder and the powder shaker and the heater all in one. And honestly, you guys, it's not that much more expensive to get it as a package all in one than it is to just get the printer. So the one that I have is called the Prestige A3 Plus. And then the newest one that they have is the Prestige A3 Plus R, and that R means the roller. So yeah, when I first got it, I got the printer, the air purifier, and the oven all in one. And if I get the printer with the roll feeder, the shaker, and the heater all in one, it's not that much more than all of this, so it comes out to be the same. Okay, so my next thing that I do, I'm going to move that. This is magnetic, so I just kind of stick it wherever. Is I go in here and I shake my white. Those of you that know how to do this, sorry, I like to explain everything I'm doing because some people have never seen it or are interested. And I am kind of new to this, so if I'm doing something wrong, please feel free to tell me. But this has been working for me so far, so I feel like I'm doing okay with it. Sorry if that's loud. So with this printer, the reason why I chose this one, if you guys are wondering, is because it's low maintenance. So I have what I'm supposed to do every day on here, how to clean the end of the day, all that stuff. I've come into a routine on what to do. This is just from when I first got it. But this is the lowest maintenance DTF printer on the market. and that's what I wanted, because I knew I was going to do prints, but I knew I wasn't going to do them on a daily basis. Well, I am now, but I didn't know that at the time, because I have my clothing business, my, you know, handmade clothing and stuff. So I didn't think I was going to be using it as often as I am. So I wanted something low maintenance, and this one was the one for me, because you don't have to shake your white inks, you don't have to empty stuff, you don't have to do all of that every single day. When you do have to shake your white one, it has an automatic shaker in here while it's running, so I don't have to shake it while it's running or anything like that. They do suggest shaking your white inks daily and your colored inks once a month, so you don't have to do those every day. I just do them whenever I do the white, like you just saw me, I just do it all together. What a lot of people do forget is that if you have backup or backstock inks, you do have to do the same thing for those, because you don't want to let them sit there for however long until you have to use them, and then they're clogged or not shaken. So I just, while that's, you know, while that's starting up, I just go to all my inks and I just kind of give them a little shake. You don't have to shake them very long. I just kind of do it a little bit. I'm down on the floor over here because I have a cabinet down here on the ground that I keep all my inks in. So I don't know if you can see me down here, but I'm just shaking my inks. And you don't have to replace your inks very often. I print so much. You do have to replace your white ones kind of often, because it does use more white ink, obviously. But I just keep like 3 on hand, and that way I know I have enough. Anytime I tap into one, I order another. I haven't had to order a ton of colored ones yet, because like I said, even though your prints are colored, it doesn't go through that much color, which sounds weird, but it's true. So yeah. So that's that. I have all my cleaning supplies over here. I do keep a big bucket of the silica pads right here, because I put those in anything that I'm saving or keeping. I put them in all my packages, stuff like that. Once this is finished, you can hear it like start up and everything. Once I've shaken it, the light is solid green, it's not blinking. I then start my program. And I use CADLink is the program it comes with. You do get a program, you do get the software with the purchase of the machine. So they didn't send it to me when I got the machine. I had to reach out to them and tell them they didn't give it to me. So if that happens, reach out to them and they will email it to you. And if you are interested in this printer, it does take a PC. So this is a designated computer for this printer. It doesn't take Apple, is what I'm saying. So I go in here and I just go to my devices and printer properties, and every single day I haven't used this in a couple days, so I'm going to do 2 head cleanings instead of 1. And then I'm going to do a nozzle check. And if the nozzle check looks good, then I'm ready to print. If it doesn't, then usually I'll typically just do another head cleaning, because that's just how I do it. And it should be good. And then you do want to take the air out of all of your tubing. So after it does this first head cleaning, I'll take my syringe and I'll pull out the air from the tube. I know it sounds like a lot, but really once you get into the groove of it, it's really not that much. What is up with that big white hose? It looks like some kind of air filter system going out the window. Yeah, this right here, this is actually an air purifier. So whenever I'm heating a print, I turn this on and it sucks up. There's the vent right here on top of the oven, and this is the air purifier. It basically just sucks up all of the fumes and keeps it in here so that I'm not breathing in all those fumes. On the Juki DDL 8700, do you know if we should be oiling it other than just checking the pan of oil? I'm not sure. I don't have that one. That's the one. Let me see. Hold on. Yeah, because like mine don't come with pans. So mine, I just put oil in the top and that's all I have to do. So I'm not 100% sure on that one, on what you have to do. I would reach out to them, email them, and ask them, because some of them, they don't tell you, like there's not videos on everything. So like with my Reliable, you actually have to unscrew the top of the machine off and oil the whole inside. There's like an oiling thing in there that you have to do, and they don't tell you that, and they don't show it to you on any of the videos. So you actually have to oil the inside of that. Only like not very often, but you do have to check it and make sure it's good. And if it looks dry, then you have to oil it. So I would reach out to them and ask them what you just asked me, if you need to oil it other than what they say. Hi, Karen. Which one do I have? Which one what? The Juki or the machine that I'm using? Okay, so now I'm going to put my glove on because this is kind of messy sometimes. And not like crazy messy, I just don't like to get ink on my fingers. I don't know if you can see me, but I literally just take my syringe, put it in this little tube back here, and you can see the air bubbles, and I just pull out those air bubbles, and that's going to prevent it. You can see it coming through the tube, and then I just pull it in a little bit. I do it twice. I'm kind of overload, if you guys know me. I like to double make sure that everything is good. So even though that should be fine, I'm gonna go ahead and suck out the air one more time just to make sure it's nice and solid and I got all that air out. And then I just squeeze it into this container back here. And then you just put the tube back in the hole. There's two holes on top, one for air and one for the ink flow. So there's that. Now I'm going to perform a nozzle check. Sorry, I'm going to do one more head cleaning. We only did one. So I'm going to do one more head cleaning just to make sure everything's good. Because it's been sitting, and when it's been sitting, the ink can dry, and that's why you do head cleanings. You can clear everything out. And I always make sure that this is working properly. It's discharging all that yucky ink. Is that a humidifier or a steamer? This is a humidifier. I just got this hooked up yesterday or the day before. My days are running together. Within the last couple days, I've hooked this up. And it's just to maintain my humidity range in my shop because it's really dry in Arizona. And DTF printers, you have to have, they suggest between 40 and 60% of humidity. I'm at 35% right now, so I have this on full blast trying to get some airflow in here. It feels comfortable to me, like it's 70 degrees in here, so it's good and perfect, but for printing is finicky. Okay, so I also buy these. I didn't know they had these until, I don't know, a while ago, but make sure you look if you do get something like this. Instead of wasting your film like I was doing, they actually have nozzle check film. So they come in 10 packs. So I bought a few of them. They're pretty inexpensive instead of wasting your film. And I also reuse them over and over again. So after I do a nozzle check, I'll use my my cleaning solution, and I wipe it off and let it dry so I can reuse it again. So I just reuse it over and over again. I don't think you're supposed to do that, but I do. If you guys know me, I do everything my own way. So let's do a nozzle check and see how this looks. Okay, so the white, I need to do probably one more head cleaning on it. And all the other colors look pretty good. So I think if we do one more head cleaning, it should be fine. Where did my... Yeah, I just like, it's such a pain to be like, I need more. And I don't like to waste my films. And these are specifically for nozzle checks. And it doesn't come off all the way, but as long as you're not smearing it and it's not like wet, you can use it again. So I just reuse it as many times as I can. And you can even like, it's in long ways. If you wanted to use it on the sides too, you can put it horizontal instead of vertical. So just think smart. Okay. Now we're gonna do another one, another nozzle check. So the reason why I go through these steps, and I know that you guys are probably thinking, three head cleanings and 2 nozzle checks, like I would rather do that than take my printer apart and have to deal with that nonsense. So I just go through these steps and it looks good. So head cleanings are very important. It looks perfect now. So 3 was the charm today. So I'm just gonna let that dry. This looks good. Now, the next thing that I have to do is actually what I like to do. So if I'm just doing, okay, so let me give you an example. I just did a custom order, but her prints were 11 by 12 inches. This printer can print 13 by 19. That's the sheets that you get with it, except for it really doesn't print that much. You can print, I leave about 1 inch on the sides and 1.5 inches on the bottom, because I've noticed that if I go up to 1 inch, so 18 inches long, the bottom doesn't print very nicely. I've gotten away with it on something I did for myself, but 1.5 inches or even like 1.25 inches, in between that, you have to leave blank space because you have to have room for it to feed through. And then I've noticed on the sides, if I go exactly 13 inches on the sides to where it prints from side to side, it kind of gets smeared a little bit because you're thinking the printer head is going back and forth over the whole thing. So I basically on my website say 12 inches by, I think it's like 17 3/4 or 17.5, something like that. I don't remember what I put, but I don't give them that full sheet, if that makes sense. So better to cover your butt than to have it mess up on you over and over again. So the point of that whole story was she was doing 11 by 12 inches, which is basically a full sheet. So I just charged her for the full sheet, and I have to do one at a time. But for this person that I'm doing, she's doing them like a bunch of prints for her kids too, so they're not as big. And I can put more than 2 on a sheet. So I then prepare my 13 by 19 sheet in Canva, put the prints on there, and then I just download it on my computer and send it to my software to print out. That's how I've been doing it. I'm sure there are many multiple ways of doing it. Canva is just my friend and easy, and I like it. I know how to use it and operate it, so that's how I design all of my stuff. So that is basically what I'm going to do now. Trying to think of, let me see here, what do I need to do? So I'm going to probably do hers first because I know exactly how big she needs them. So, sorry you guys, I'm talking a lot today. I have a lot on my mind. And I have my coffee. I haven't been going to Starbucks because I haven't been home, but I went today. Let's see. Do you like the printer? I do. I actually really love the printer. I have one thing, there's one thing I don't particularly like about it, but all printers run slow. So it does take me quite a while to print stuff. So that's why usually I've been creating my stuff at night in the house. And then when I come into the shop, I do what I just did and then I run it and it's just printing all day. You don't have to babysit it. That's the thing. You can let it go and it just does its thing, but it does take a while to print, especially if you're doing full sheets. So I'm going to create this right now. So I'm behind the camera or behind my computer. If you guys have questions, I have you guys up right here so I can answer while I'm designing this really quick. So today is kind of, I don't have anything planned or done. So you guys kind of have to work with me, and this is how I do it. So I use it for my YouTube and laser files too. Yes, I use Canva for everything. I even designed my own mock-ups. So everything that you guys see me posting on Instagram or TikTok or wherever you follow me at, I even did a post on YouTube last week, I think it was. Those are my own mock-ups. So I'm like, I want to be able to create my own mock-up because I was kind of against using mock-ups in the beginning, and now with the new stuff that I'm doing, I'm like, you know what, it would save my life, make it way easier, but I want to be able to use my own. So I made my own mock-up. Those were my jeans. Those were my clothing. So I don't know how good it is, but I did it myself. Also, with my size charts, those aren't I purchased a mock-up for the size chart, but I made my own size chart, if that makes sense. Just the picture in there is not mine. But I did create my own size chart and all that because the size charts that they had, they offered different sizes, like all the sizes, and I don't offer all those sizes, so I kind of just customized it, if that makes sense. Okay, so I'm going to create a design, a custom size. It's going to be 13 by 19. Okay. I'm going to upload my photos. I'm talking to myself right now, sorry. I already have these uploaded, so I just have to basically move them over to the canvas. So she wants a Valentine coffee one, so where's that? I love that Valentine coffee one. I did that on my last live with you guys, and I got that off of Creative Fabrica, if you guys were wondering. So we're going to, the good thing about Canva is it lets you crop and do whatever you want in here too. So even though this design was a lot bigger, I'm allowed to crop it out however I want. And then I know that my canvas is 13 by 19, so I know exactly like how much room to leave on the sides so that it doesn't interfere with the printing process. So I'm going to make this is a 10.5-inch print. And then I can fit probably one more on here, and she wants the retro hearts. And the pink mama. So, which one can I fit on there? Let's do the pink mama. And then I'm going to cross these off because I'm already doing these. Let's see. Did yours come in a roll when you print? No. So that's what I was talking about earlier. This printer is sheets only. You can't, it does not have a roll connector, but they just came out with the same exact printer, but it's the A3 Plus roller. So it has an R on it, and that's the one that you want to get if you want the roller. So I will be getting that one. I just haven't got it yet. Pink mama. And then let's do the mini. And we're going to do his probably 8 inches. Okay, so I'm going to get this one printed. So basically it's in Canva. So the other good thing about Canva is I can create it. I like to create it on my big computer desktop because my eyes are bad and I can see more on this computer. And then it's already automatically in Canva. So then I just come over to this computer and I just download it on here. And that's how I've been doing it. Super easy. So it's already on here. I'm just going to download it. And then you do want to download with a transparent background. And I've been downloading it at least, let's see here, what do I want? At least 3,000 pixels is what I've been doing. I don't know if that's right or wrong. That's just how I do it. And then the good thing about this program is you don't have to mirror it. It automatically mirrors for you, so you never have to worry about doing that. And then I just go into here and add it in here. So I downloaded this one. This is the one I wanted. There's no background. These are my sheets. Let's see. I just double check and make sure that it's exactly what I want. So these are going to be, let's see, it's 1 to 11, so that's 10. I'm going to make it a tiny bit bigger. Okay. Crop. Sometimes you can crop it manually if you need to. So I'm just going to take this up to there. and create. You just have to get used to, I don't know, I guess the program is the hardest part to learn. But once you get it, it's easy. Okay. And then I'm just going to print it. And I like to stare at it until it starts printing so that I can make sure it's doing its thing and make sure it's good. One thing I do want to note about this oven, the curing oven, I have the 16 by 20 so that I can just fit my full sheets in there. It heats up really quick, so you don't have to wait on it very long. It literally heats up in like, I don't know, I'd say 5 minutes. It's super, super fast. It's not like a heat press. But you do want to be careful because it does get really hot, so you never want to touch this right here. It's really hot. It has a nice handle. I did have to move my whole DTF printing station over here. If you guys followed me before, this was my shipping area. My shipping area is now over here, which isn't as big as I'd like it to be, but I'm working with it. I did originally have it in the back corner, but I blew a fuse every time I used it or turned on the oven because there was just too many things connected. I have two separate, I don't know what you call it. I have two separate units for electricity out here in my shop because I have a lot of stuff connected. So, yeah, it wasn't working over there, so I had to move it. So it looks like it's good, doing good. So I'm not going to stare at it. I'll come back and check on it every now and then to make sure it's doing good. I placed a lovey blanket from you this week. I got a new grandbaby in March. Oh, yay, Deborah. I know I got it. Thank you so much. I actually printed it out. I have it right here. So if you want me to make it with you on here on live, I can definitely do that. I printed it out last night before I went in. Thank you so much. Yeah, if any of you guys place any orders while I'm live, just let me know in the chat and I can do it for you on the live. You want the one with the roller. I hear you. I do too. I think I'm going to get the whole setup. I'm going to get the roll feeder one with the whole combination with the heater and the shaker. Okay, I'm going to design these real quick so I can just start printing them when they're done. So now she wants the retro heart. I'm thinking the retro heart, I think she means the smiley. I'm not really sure. Let me ask her. I don't want to give her the wrong one. So this person, I get a lot of, I don't know if you guys do it too, but a lot through like TikTok and Instagram. I allow them to direct message me if they want to order something, and then I just send them an invoice. So I don't know, some people are, you know, they don't like to go through a website, or it's too complicated, or they just know what they want and they just want to tell you, I don't know. So I don't know, it's not hard for me to do that, so I'm like, whatever. So anyway, she messaged me, can I request some BTFs? And then I just kind of like invoice her for them. But because with that, when you order through a website, you just click on the picture and that's what you order basically. So it comes through and it's super clear what they want. But right here, it just says the retro smiley. So I'm assuming it's the smiley. But hers on here says retro heart. So she has both of them as retro. Two different ones. So I just want to make sure and be clear with it. So I'm going to message her for your DTF print that says retro heart. Did you mean the retro smileys? Okay. see. I'm assuming that, so I'm just going to put that on there. Okay, Deborah, no problem. Retro hearts. Let's do this one. So there's that. And then Mama's Valentine. That one's kind of big, so I'm going to do the other mini for Ariana. And we'll make hers also 8 inches. Okay. I won that little vacuum off of you when you did a giveaway. I love, love, love it. Which one do you have? The first one, or do you have the second one that I got? The like mini Dyson. If it's the mini Dyson, I absolutely love that one too. Okay. I can bring you guys over there if you want to show you. Let me just see how. I'm gonna just unplug this piece right here. Show you guys how it's printing. Let me turn you guys around. Don't mind my mess, you guys. So this is how it prints. Just looks extra white on the back, and then you can see it printing out. So the white looks really, really good. It's kind of hard to see. But this is the printer. This is my little gauge thing. This is where you get all your inks in here. And then my little notes that I write myself, because that's me. I always have to do that. This is my computer setup right here. Hi, Linda. How are you? And then, so you can see right here, it's backwards. But then, you can't see it right now because it's printing. But when you first upload it on here, you'll see in the corner down here, you'll be able to see that it's in the right position. It's facing the right way. It's not mirrored. So that's how I always check to make sure it's running. All of this down here are designs that I've already printed. So if I wanted to just grab a sheet and redo it, I would just grab it and bring it back up here and I can reprint it. So this whole system is very, very easy to use, especially for people who don't know very much about computers or are very tech savvy like myself. It's very user friendly. This is the air purifier that I was telling you guys about. So whenever I go to heat it, I just press this button. It gets really loud. You can hear it. It's just an air purifier. And you can turn it up or you can turn it down. I usually like to keep it around like 75. I don't know why. That's just the number I chose. And then on these machines, you have to, it's at 290. So when they first made this oven, it was supposed to be in Fahrenheit. But I don't know. I'm sorry, it was supposed to be in Celsius. Either way, it ended up not being that way. So I got a oven that was calibrated wrong. So I had to really, really, really mess with it to try to find out how to cure it really good. So these are the settings that I found to a T. So if I do a very large print, like a full sheet like I'm doing right now, I'll put it in there for the 260 seconds. I'll flip it 180 degrees, and then I set this timer and I leave it at 1minute and 15 seconds. And don't ask me how I came to that number. I just did, and it works perfect every time. Those are for my big, large prints. For smaller prints, I only have to do it one time and it's good to go. So you just have to mess with it, and then you'll finally figure out your settings and it'll just all click one day, like I said. Over here, I'm giving you guys a little room tour. I got some more shipping supplies, so this is just like my back stock. All of my other boxes and stuff are underneath here. It's a huge mess right now, so don't judge. Back here, underneath here, I keep all of my tumblers and everything that I've been doing behind the scenes that I haven't released yet. All of these are my sweaters. I have like a whole stock coming in. This box is full of them. I have that box full of stuff. I have this box full of stuff. These are actually my shirts. Yeah, these are actually t-shirts. They're just the, they're the ash color, and they're just the regular, what are they? They're the Bella and Canvas ones. Yeah, Bella Canvas. So those are t-shirts. These are my sweaters. So I got, those are the large ones that I have to put in here. I fold them a certain way, so I want to fold them before I put them away. These are the hats that I have so far. I'm going to get other colors too, but so far those are them. Why is this? This is like wiggly. Okay, there. So these things are really nice because you literally, it's just like a drawer and you pull it out and you can like grab your hat, and it keeps them nice and clean. So that's why I like those. And that's what, whoa, this box down here is more of those. My tripod's going crazy. Sorry, guys. So yeah, more shipping stuff, or actually like printer stuff. But that's about it. If there's anything else you guys want to see, let me know. I have more of these coming today. They're actually on their way. So I'm replacing all of these boxes or bins, whatever you want to call them. Right now I just have like all my shirts in them, which are really nice. And I like the way that it keeps them organized. So I have white, I have gray or black, and then gray. So I have them all organized by size and everything. But these ones are much nicer because they're a lot bigger and they keep the air, like it's sealed tight, so nothing will get dirty. You just press them in, and I just think they look nicer too. So I've just been doing a lot of organizing while I was on vacation mode. This is the hat that just finished. And these are all the hats over here that I did do. So I have like 40 of them in total. I have to package them up for her to come. There's my new heat press. I love, 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 love it. You guys, if you don't have one, you need to get one. This is my new hat press. Love it too. Anything Hottronics is amazing. That's my old heat press. I still use it for like putting heat and bond and stuff like that on. I need to organize this whole situation over here. Haven't got to that yet. This box was, I don't even know. I think, oh, that's my hat box. Over here, this is going to be my teething station because I don't, and I'm pretty sure I've told you guys I used to sell teethers on Etsy. They took them down for hazardous reasons. I'm going to be putting them back up on my website, not on Etsy. So this whole area over here, I have so many beads and wood and all the teething supply stuff. So that's going to be my station over there. I just haven't organized it yet. So I need to do that. I just recently put this up here so that I can make more room because I'm going to reorganize this whole situation back here to make more room. So let me know if you guys have any questions or want to see anything. I'm going to put you guys back up here. Sorry, I'm moving you around everywhere. I gotta keep my phone plugged in so it doesn't die. Somebody said something about the humidifier. It's actually really good. It was $100, I believe. So not like crazy expensive, but it was on the pricier side, I guess, for a small humidifier. But it lasts up to 50 hours. Like I put this in here and you can't, this morning, and you can't even tell it's like gone anywhere. And it's helping with my humidity, so that's good. Looking good. All right, let's see if she messaged back. Whatever size you think will look good. There's the smileys. Okay. All right, I was correct. Okay, let's see. Dum-dum-dum. Okay, where were we? Okay, there's that one. So the mini. Finally caught a live, been missing them. I haven't really gone live that much, so you're not missing much. I'm trying to be more active on here. I was gonna film a video the other day and then I just didn't get to it. So I'm gonna try to do better, guys. Where did you say you found the humidifier? I was just talking about getting 2. I got this on Amazon. I researched a lot of different ones and this is the one I came to because it wasn't too big, but it also like is supposedly good for a big space. So I'm actually gonna get a bunch. I'm gonna get each one of us one for our rooms because we all need humidifiers. And this one is really, really easy. So if it was off, here, I'll turn it off and show you really quick. It's super easy. I actually have a pitcher. So this pitcher I use, and I have like the osmosis system in my sink. So I just put that water in here because you're supposed to use purified water with this. But you can just use your refrigerator water or whatever purified water you want. Or just get jugs of it. But I just use a pitcher and I just pour it. This part right here just comes off. And you just pour it inside of here. Super, super easy. It has a handle right here. So this whole thing can come off and you can take it to your sink. But you don't need to. You literally can just, what I do is I just dump it in the top right here. And it's perfectly fine. And then you just replace that back on here. And then this right here on the top, these little circles, there's 2 vents and you can aim them whichever way you want. So I could put one this way and one that way if I wanted, or that way and that way, however I want. But I just have them both vented this way because this is where the printing is going. So that's what I do. You can set your mist level at 1, 2, or 3. I have it on full power. Humidity, you can set your percentage of humidity. So I have mine set at 55 because they like it to be between 40 and 60. So I just kind of put it there. You can have a timer on it if you want. You don't have to. It also lets out warm mist. So you can do cool mist or warm mist, which is really cool. And then it has like a sleep thing. I don't know what the sleep thing is for, but there's a sleep button. Oh, and then you can put essential oils. You never want to put essential oils directly in the top, but there's a side thing that comes out with a little pad that you can put your essential oils on, and it will make your room smell delightful. So, anyhow. But see how long, it takes a long time to print. But I just create while it's printing, or I do other things while it's doing that. Definitely needing one. Yes. we are in Arizona. We are dry out here, so I believe ya. Heartthrob. Let's do a heartthrob one. Okay. And I miss you guys too. I want to get back to normal with everything. Let's do 8.5. Okay, heartthrob. Mama's Valentine. All right, so this one needs to be moved up. I don't know if that's gonna fit on there. Let's do a different one. Let's do Daddy's Valentine at 6.5. Sorry guys, I'm talking to myself. Okay, that should be good. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 more. Also, if you guys didn't know, I was on SMP Live a couple weeks ago, and he announced that anyone who purchases a SWF machine, either the 12 needle or the 15 needle, because they are essentially run pretty much the same, they're just more needles on one versus the other. I'll be hosting Zoom classes on that. I'm gonna plug this in. So anyone who purchases that machine will get free Zoom classes with the purchase of that machine. So people have been asking about that. And yeah. So that's a new perk. I'll also be doing videos like I've been saying, but I promise you guys I will be doing them. It's just, I'm sure you guys all know about my son and everything going on. We've had a rough year this year, so we're trying to get back to normal life. And hopefully that's soon, because I'm ready. Mama's Valentine, 8 inches. Okay. And then retro smiley. I know what to do. So you guys, you need to, when you do these prints, you can always, instead of having your image straight up and down, you can always rotate your image 90 degrees and have it go side to side instead of up and down. And that'll give you a lot more room on your gang sheets. Just FYI. Okay, so retro smiley, Mama's Valentine. Okay, don't feel bad. I've been behind on doing videos and lives. I know, it's so bad. I'm at work, so just listening mainly. That's all you can do. I think Megan has gave me the courage to try a tutu. Aw, you should. Tutus are fun. I love them. They just weren't my thing. Everyone has their own thing to do. Thank you, Tracy. It's kind of a mess right now. Hi, Patty. Thanks for joining on your lunch break. I'm just creating right now on Canva, so kind of boring. Heartthrob. Daddy's Valentine. Heartthrob. Daddy's Valentine. Mama's Valentine. Retro Smiley. Okay. And let's do create a design. I'm talking to myself again. Another retro smiley. For Oasis 7. Okay. Daddy's Valentine. Rihanna. Eight. And Minnie. And then we're done. All right, kiddos, we're done. Okay, so those are done. Now I just pull them up and print them out when this is finished. This looks so good. Okay, so now I am going to print out some orders and we're going to start working on, I'm just going to do a pair of bell bottoms while I'm on here. What time is it? 12? They're a lot of fun. I'm hoping to post my tutu outfits tonight. Megan, you should. I want to see them. I wish you could post pictures on this chat while we're talking. Quietly working today while I'm at work. Or quietly lurking. Hi, Megan. Hi, Sonia. Hi, Robin. It's only talking to yourself if no one is listening. I know. That's true. Good point. Hi, Laura. How are you? I'm right here. Hiding behind my computer. I'm almost done. I have a question for any of you guys computer savvy, if anyone on here is. So I put more ink in because I was running low on ink and my colors were all weird on my actual just regular printer when I print my invoices out. And I put new ink in yesterday and I reset the ink, but it seems like the colors are still off. Is there something else I need to do to make it print right? Where do you buy your DTF printers? Print head cleaning? That's a good idea. I bought this printer off of American Print Supply Co. I didn't even think to do that on this printer, so let me see here. Would it be under maintenance? Yes, print head cleaning. Clean the print head to correct missing dots. Maybe? 3 minutes. We'll see if that works. You just bought a white tone printer from Racoma. Nice. All right. Anyway, I don't really care about my invoices. It doesn't really matter if the printer's off or not. Let's plug this in over here. I'm going to turn you guys around so that you can see the table. I'm going to grab I forgot to get my dog some water really quick. She always hangs out with me in my shop when I'm working because she likes to be around me. If you guys have a Chihuahua, you know, they always have to be right by their master. Or owner, whatever you want to call it. There you go. Drink some water. Okay, this is done. I can turn that off. I can turn that off. Turn you guys around. This way. Earthquake again. I'll do it on the other side. Let's bring this in here. Alexa, set an alarm for 2:00 p.m.
Alarm set for 2 p.m.
I have to set an alarm or I will literally forget what time it is. Okay, where was I? Right over here. Do I have more of this or no? Let's see. I do not, so I probably should need to order more. I really want to cut into that. Okay. Okay. Where do you want to go? Outside already? I just gave you some water. Okay. So cute. All right, so 12 to 18 months and 6 to 12 months. Months and so when I do bell bottoms, all of this right here, I use either for cuffs, for other items like my leggings or rompers or whatnot. So I'm not wasting any of this. If you guys are thinking that, oh my gosh, it's such a waste, it's really not. I have to cut two opposites, so the easiest way for me to do it is the way I'm doing it. And if you guys all know me, you know I do not waste any of the fabric. So I'm either using this for cuffs or for nursing pads. So it does not go to waste, I promise you. These pieces right here do, because there's really not anything I can really do with that. Sometimes I save them for when I do my applique, but I have so many of those pieces that those little ones I'm not worried about. But like this piece right here, I'll save for cuffs or whatever. I'm going to toss that little piece. And I try to get as close to the edge as I can without missing pieces. This piece I'll save because that's a good one I can use. Ooh, tripped over that box. So there's that. And then I might have one up here actually. That's 0 to 6 month. Some of them are up here that I've pre-cut. Or mistakenly cut the wrong size or whatnot. But that is a 0 to 6 month. I do not need a 0 to 6 month. I need a 6 to 12 month. Right? Yeah. By the way, these hangers are my new favorite ones now. They have little rubber on the bottom and they just hook like that. So they literally just, for my like single headband acrylics or whatever, they don't slip or anything. It's like really, really on there. So I just like file them in there. Really nice. Check on this over here. Looks good. Can you guys see? I'm going to move you guys over this way now because I'm going to be working over here. How is the picture? Has it been cutting in and out at all? And the sound on this live? All right, so I'm gonna package all these up. Let me see, have I? Okay, print head cleaning complete. Performing nozzle check to see if the print head requires cleaning. Check. Print. Let's see if it worked. Why? Yellow, black, Y, and C. So the yellow isn't working. Maybe? I just can't see it. Okay, we're gonna do that one more time. All right. My son must have been sitting on the chair. They always come in here and mess with all my stuff. Okay. All right, let's see here. I gotta clean this. It's dirty. You guys, I knew that was gonna happen. Boo. I literally saw it happen like right before it happened. That's why I never put my coffee up there, and I did today. This just shows how this week has been going for me. Now you guys get to see me clean. I'm a pretty good cleaner though. I'm more mad that I wasted my coffee, because now I need to go get a coffee. These floors are pretty easy to clean though. Let me go get some more napkins. Ugh. Hold on. Pause for a second. if you guys can hear me in here or how far the range goes. Seriously, I can't believe I did that. I have literally never done that before. FYI. Yeah, you guys. It was completely full. I had like 2 sips out of it. Cursing. Yeah, I like had to go climb into my utility closet and grab the napkin or paper towels. Our cleaners are in the house right now cleaning, so I was gonna be like, do you want to come mop for me real quick? But instead I just grabbed my mop to do it. I'm more concerned about it got underneath here. So I need to move this down for a second and get it out from under here. That's the worst, is when it gets in like cracks. Well, I didn't get too far down. At least I pretty much stayed in like one area. Okay, I'm gonna mop really fast. Whew! That was a job. I bet you guys were like, no! You guys always see it happening before we do when we're live. And it just happens so quick. Okay. my job's done. I actually got pretty good because there's not much on here. Now I gotta wash this. My poor thing got all dirty. Got coffee all over it. You guys can probably hear me breathing heavy because my microphone's literally on my chest. But these things smell very good. The lavender, Febreze, smells so good. All right. Done. I guess that's like karma, because like I haven't been to Starbucks in probably 3 or 4 weeks, and you guys know I go like every day, and we're trying to do healthy January. So I haven't been going to Starbucks, and today I was like, I need a Starbucks. And I went to Starbucks, and then it did that. So maybe I wasn't meant to have it today. I can literally hear myself on here. Okay. Now let's do what we were going to do. What were we doing? I was going to get this so I can clean my machine before I spilt it everywhere. What are you guys saying? Are you guys all making fun of me? I know, these floors make it so easy to clean. That wasn't that hard. It was just a lot of coffee. But I need to clean anyway. Like I need to clean all my trashes. I need to clean everything. Okay, there's nothing up there. And like, there's a whole panel back here. Why was it sitting half and half? Like that would have never happened. But it shouldn't have been there anyway. I don't even know why it was there. I've never put my coffee there. I'm just not thinking. Sorry if this is too loud. Can you hear all those chunks? Really need to be cleaned. I love this little attachment because you can literally get in every little groove. It's kind of loud, but it works. Okay, that's good. I know, Miranda, that's literally when I went like, oh no, I was like, good thing it fell that way and not this way. I don't know what I would have done. I would have cried, probably. It's just been my luck lately. Not good. So I'm ready for some good luck. My kids have just been nonstop sick. Like what? It's this weather, always this time of year, but still, I'm just like over it. I'm ready for normal life. I feel like it's been like this literally for like 2 years now, I feel. Does anybody else feel that way? Like nobody, it's just not normal life right now. So all you gotta do is stay positive and just keep going. I'll just go get another coffee after I get my kids from school. And then they'll be like, can I get a snack? I'm like, sure. Whatever. Do you guys want me to move you, like, over here? I can put you on the cutting table. I would have cried with you. Thank you. I missed some of this. We'll be able to watch it later today. Oh, Deborah, you missed me spilling my coffee everywhere, if that's what you're talking about. I need to go put another print on. You saw that. Well, the good news is my shop smells nice and clean again because of those Swifters. They smell so good. Dun, 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 dun. It's all quiet in here. I say this every time. I wish we could listen to music on here. They keep coming out with like new... When I went to go live today, setting up the profile, it said go live, like live for 2 or join me or whatever. There's like a new thing where you can like go live with someone, I guess. Unless it's been there for a while and I just haven't been on, so I don't know. They keep adding new things, which is cool, but like... We should be able to listen to music or something. Yes, you can move us to see better. I've been sick for over a week now. There is some kind of virus going around and it's terrible. High fevers, horrible headaches, joint pain, and it was bad. Now I have sinus stuff. Yeah. All of that stuff. It's horrible. I'm so sorry that you had to go through that. Luckily, I've been staying healthy. It's my kids that have not. They've been getting everything. I'll move you in a second. Give me 1 minute. Let me... Is that better? I'm going to put another print on here. I just got to send it through. Let me get Canva up here. Which one did I just do? I just did... Let's download that one. Transparent background. Download transparent background. Download transparent background. One more. Okay. Go to DTF. Which one? So I just did that one, so I'm going to do this one next. Sorry guys, I'm just over at the printer. I am just getting ready to print another one. I'm just cropping it a little bit. And the good thing about this one is I can move it manually if I need to, so I'm just moving it over a little bit. So right here, it's at the half mark and then the 9.5, which means it's 9 inches big. And I want it to be a little bit more than that, I think. It's 9.5. I want it to be, let's see here, it's going to be about 10.5. Okay, so I'm moving it down. Up, down, create. Delete, delete, delete. Sorry guys, I'll be right there. Moving it up, moving it over, moving it over. Create. Delete, 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 delete. Okay, got it. Now I want to make it a little bit bigger. What is going on? It's not moving. Okay, whatever. Can you guys hear me clicking away? Okay. There, I think we're good. So it's like on 1 and 11.5. Okay, we're good. So now we're going to print this one. Put my paper on. Sorry, I don't know why that design was being very finicky. It's because you have to like move them around to place them correctly on the paper, and it wasn't letting me crop it. So now I'm over here in the back and I'm just putting powder on. I have it in a little bin back here that I keep it in so that it doesn't get air. Like, you want to keep the powder from the moisture out. I don't know if that makes sense, but if you do GTF, you understand what I'm saying. You have to keep your powder and your paper and everything like free of debris and all that stuff. So it's going to be loud really quick. I'm just clicking off all the powder. And I keep it in a sealed tight container. Now I'm just putting it in my oven upside down. You never want the powder facing down. And then 260 seconds is how I do it, and that takes a while. So while it's doing that, I just work on other stuff. And then the timer will buzz. It'll be really loud. You'll be able to hear it. Yeah. It was opposite for us. Her son is the only one who didn't get it. Oh, no. You guys all got it? We actually all got sick a couple months ago. Our whole family did. Yeah, it was bad though. So I totally get it. There's my little baby bow. I've been taking this vacation break very relaxing, I guess, like just doing little things here and there. Like I'll get a little order here and there, but I'm not like full blown like I usually am. So I'm just taking my time, doing little things here and there, which has been nice. I'm not like crazy because I've had a lot of custom orders actually. So that's also why I've kept the shop on vacation mode. So I could like focus on those. But it's been nice, like just being like I normally am, just one at a time. Time is it? 12:45. We're good on time. Had an unexpected spill today. We've done some random stuff. So the first thing I like to do is put my size labels on whenever I do these, except for my heaters and on. So I gotta turn this on. So we'll skip that step for now. But usually I like to put my sizing on first because it's a cold peel. So by the time I sew it, I can take it off. I'm gonna go over here to pressing. There we go. I love how you can do like different settings for this heat press. So that's the oven. That's what it sounds like when the heater goes off. So then I come over here and check it out. And if I feel like it's, yeah, so I need to flip it so it didn't all get cured. It's a really big print or sheet. So I just flip it. And then I set it for another minute and 15 seconds. I'm gonna check on this one. That one looks really nice. And where is my, right in front of my face. This is just how I do my bell bottoms. I'm sure there's a ton of different ways to do them. This is just how I like to do them. I tape it first. This is just 1/4 of an inch tape. And I've done a ton of these, so I know like where to place it. I couldn't find a good tape that I like that placed it on the edge, so I do my own markings. If I could find this exact same tape that I have in about, I'd say 1/2 of an inch, I would get it, but I've tried all the 1/2 inch ones and they are all too tacky. They gum up my needles, so I can't use them. So I've just learned to use it like that. Super cute. Let me see. So this is the right size. Yep. Okay. So there's those. Now we can focus on this. Completely off topic and only if you can you share the fleece that you use for birth class nursing pads? Yeah, I don't have a link for them or anything. They're just, I get it at Joann's, but it is the anti-plush or anti-pill plush. You have to make sure it's the plush. There's a bunch of anti-pill there, anti-pill fleece, but there's its own section there that is the plush, and you have to get the plush one. We don't have to. That's the one that I use, and it's the best one. It's so soft. So Joann's is where I get it. I use that for my nursing pads, my burp cloths, bibs, everything. It's the best. And I've tried other ones. Like, I'm not gonna, that's why I just say try everything. Anything you can try, because I have ordered different organic fleeces, different this, different that, from online, different shops, all that stuff. And that's the one I like the best. I've tried them all. And I've gotten the best results out of that one. So I like to stick with what I know is good for my products. And that one is amazing. So everyone has their own opinion on what they like and don't like. Is it a Pellin brand? No. Here, I have a bolt of it. Let me see if it says on there. I just buy it by the bolt, and this is what it says. Let me see if I can get a clear picture. So I get them on the bolt. This one's half used. Sorry if I just hit that microphone, but this is the one I get. Anti-pill in big words, and then underneath it says the plush. Anti-pill plush fleece, solid white, and it's 100% polyester, machine wash, cold, has the instructions on there. But that's what I get. It's in the gold label, or not gold, gray. Anti-pill plush fleece. And you can buy them by the bolt. They usually have bolts of them up on top of the shelf. That's where I get mine because it's white. And a lot of the times the ones on the shelf are dirty from people touching them. So I usually have them grab me one from the top. And you can, usually they get it when it's 40% off. Just buy the whole bolt. And you'll save a ton of money doing it that way. That's what I do. I'm looking for something for backing so it wouldn't be seen. Yeah. That is the best. Does this mic make the sewing loud? Wait, I done missed out. What's the machine right to the right of you? This one is the, that's my newest machine. It's the COVERSTITCH. It's the Juki COVERSTITCH. So I'll be using it in just a few moments. What size needle do you use for the hats? I order separate needles for my hats. I believe they're the, I use the GROZ-BECKERT 7511 for the hats. And it's so funny, you guys, when I first start anything, I label everything. So this is, I keep it, even though this is empty, I keep it so that I know what to order or reorder. Because, you know, you're ordering needles for this and that and whatever, and they're all different kinds of models and whatnot. So anyway, these are the ones I use for my hats. And I labeled them sharp. I don't know if it's going to focus. So the RG means sharp. And then those are my hat needles. They're 7511 sharp. You want sharp for hats. And I've never had any issues or breaking needles or anything. You guys saw me stitch out those 3 hats with no issue. So those are what I use. I'm no expert. I just use what works. There's a buzzing now. Does anyone else hear it? Buzzing. It's weird. I don't hear any buzzing. Let's see, hold on. What does that do? I wonder if it's because I was close up. Fix up the sewing machine, still hear it softly? That's weird. Wonder if it's because I was up close to where the receiver is. It stopped. Okay. Well, let me know if anything weird is happening. Ah! You guys, I always have issues. It was totally fine earlier. I didn't do anything. Is it really loud in your ears? Let me try something. I wonder if I switch the... Is that better? Can you hear me? Hold on. I'm gonna take this off. Is that better? It is coming from your mic. It stopped when you pushed a button. All gone. Okay, so I just switched out the receiver. There's two receivers, so now the other one is back in its charging case. So they always lie to you. I got these mics because it said that they would last for 8 hours, and I've never been on a live for 8 hours. So I was like, oh, these will be perfect. We haven't even been on that long, right? How long has it been? I don't even know. But not 8 hours. And it already was dying? Like what? What size is the letter? Oh, the on the hats? I did them at 2 inches, a little over 2 inches. Yeah, they're just over 2 inches in height and 1.5 inches in width. I don't know if you can see it. So it's just like 2 inches this way, 1.5 inches that way. Okay, good. So I guess the battery was low. Yeah. I mean, it said in the instructions that it would start blinking and tell you if it was low, and it didn't. It was still solid, so I don't know. I feel like they just lie to you about how long they last, so you buy it. What am I doing? I'm all sorts of confused now. As long as it's good now, that's all that matters. And I never actually know if it's my mic that's working or if it's my phone, picking it up because I'm right here. So I'm trying to talk like low so that you guys can, so I can tell if it's my mic or if it's my phone. Pretty sure it's the mic though, because the blue is lit up over there. So I know that this is an extra step that a lot of people don't do, but it makes my life a lot easier when I do this step because it makes the cover stitch come out like clear, clean, crisp lines. You don't have to worry about it being off. It's just the end result is so much better when you do this step right here. Sorry about you, Amber. I always feel so bad saying anything about your sound because you are being kind to do it live for us and it isn't your fault. It is my fault. It's my machine or whatever technology thing I'm using that always messes up. So I like that you guys tell me because otherwise I don't want to be annoying in your guys' ear. You know? I always want to make it right. And I always feel annoying when I try different things because I'm just trying to make it better, but then I feel like it always backfires on me because nothing ever works the way it's supposed to. Yeah, so it's kind of a pain. So I always end up going back to using just my phone, which is always the best quality for you guys anyway, I guess. But I bought this really, really nice setup over here, which is what I used last time, and it was supposed to work really well. The only thing is when you buy nice camera systems, they go off of your internet connection, and I live out in the boonies where there's not good internet connection, and so it made the camera not connect very well. So with using my phone, it's always the best way for me to do it. But everything in here is loud. And so I was trying to get a mic so that I could wear the mic on me right here so you guys could hear me well. But those always end up dying because my lives are so long. So there's never a good way to do it. But just keep trying. Aw, Deborah, you're the best. You don't have to do that. Thank you, though. That's sweet. So I'm just putting on the waistband now. I can do these with my eyes closed, you guys. I've done so many of them. Do you ever think you're going to forget how to do something after you haven't done it for a while because you took a break or you went on vacation or whatever? Yeah, I've done, especially with this print. This print is literally like blur to me now because I've done so many of these in this print. I feel like I should have at least seen one customer in a store nearby or whatever because I've sold so many of these ones. Do you ever think that would be so cool to just to see somebody that you made these for that you don't know? Or if you're on vacation and you're like, oh, I did that. If somebody's wearing one of your things. But I've never actually run into anyone who's worn anything of mine that I've made. That would be awesome though. Have you guys encountered that? Yes, I mentioned it because I know you want your sound and video quality to be good. Yes, thank you. I strive to have it better and better every time. It doesn't always work that way, but it's the one thing I'm not good at. Or one of the main things I'm not good at is video quality. Okay, so now we're gonna go over to my machine. I'm gonna show you guys that you can do it either right side out or inside out on this machine. So I got the Juki cover stitch, it's the cylinder one, so that you have it for on the round, but you can still do it the same way as you would on a flatbed, if that makes sense, or like a flat machine. I said flatbed because I'm thinking about like embroidery, but you can do it either way. You're supposed to use it as a cylinder going, I guess, like right side, but you can do it either way. Let's see, clothing in the wild. Aw, thank you. That's sweet. Thank you so much. Okay, so I'll move you guys. Let's see, I'll put you, let me make you go on a roller coaster again. I'm just gonna set you down over here. I don't think I've ever used this machine on a live before, so I'm going to, let's see, where I'm at 57. Yeah, this is my new cover stitch. So I'm trying to get a good angle for y'all. Let's see here. Okay, I think I gotta come around. Let's go this way. Let's see if my big head doesn't get in the way. I really like this new light I got. I got this light right here. It really, really helps. So I have two and one on each side. I keep my scissors down here, and I have this hook right here. Let's see if we can get it to where you don't have to look at my face. Yeah, it is a beast. Okay, so I keep a magnet right here. It like keeps my hook out of the way. So you have to use like pretty good force to get it off, and I like that because my kids are always in here so they can't hurt themselves. So I keep that on here, but I use the hook because I'll show you why I use the hook. This actual machine does not have the automatic cutter. That is the one thing that I wish it had. I did not know that. I thought it came with that, but it does not. So, excuse me. Yeah, you have to purchase that separately. This right here, you can open up on the end right here, and that's how you can clean it. I don't need to clean it because I already did. But yeah, you basically, this right here opens up. I have this hooked on here. This comes with the machine. This is my seam guide. So I know that when I'm doing, let's say, for instance, like these, you can see they are about 1/2 inch up. My son was playing with this and he unhooked my thing. Give me 1 second. I like it up a little farther. You're always in here messing with stuff. Where did the hook go? Did the hook come off somewhere? Let's try that. That's too high. All right, let's try that. You can adjust it however you want. I like it just barely. That's my pedal down there where I lift this thing up right here. See how you can lift it up and down? So, where was I? When you go like this, you can do it this way. And I always like this middle piece right here to be basically on that line. So I want to push this forward. This was set for when I was doing my short cuffs, shorts cuffs, if that makes sense. So for my bell bottoms, I like it all the way up to here. And then for my other cuffs that I use this for, my skirts, whatever I'm doing, I have it set at a different one. So this is my small one. So I just know that that line is right there, and it pretty much is perfect all the way around. And I'm going to show you that you can do it this way or the other way. You just go. So I like to start actually not on the seam, and I'll tell you why in a second. I like to start a little off the seam because it's easier for me to line up at the end, and I'll show you what I mean by that in 1 second. But make sure that your seam is going the right way when you go. And you just go. And then this right here just holds it in place, and you just go around in circles. And I always stop to make sure it's going the right way. And then when I get to here, I always cut it. I cut these off right here. I have a little basket. I even cut the back one off. And then I overlap it. Because it's lined up on here, you don't have to worry about it being off at all. So as long as you are just going along that line, it's gonna go right over that, and I go over it just a little bit, and then what I do is lift up my needles, take my little hook, lift up, and I go underneath here, just like I would on my other cover stitch that I showed you guys, and I grab with this, lifting my presser foot up. That releases all the tension, so you're not pulling at all. If I put it down, I can't pull this. It's not going to let me. As soon as I lift it up, you can pull. It leaves the tension, or releases the tension. And I cut this off. And then what I do is I pull it backwards through here and out. And that locks all the stitches in the back. And I just cut it off. And you can see that it leaves a little like knot right there. So they're all locked and you don't have to worry about it coming off. But if you can see, this is going to lay flat once I serge it, or I'm sorry, press it. But you can see it's all on the end, like exactly where it should be. And I made my stitches a little bit smaller so they wouldn't be huge. But this right here is where I overlapped it, and you can't barely see. See, you can tell it's a little bit thicker, but you can't tell that it's right on the same line. So it's not like they're going to be like, oh, she messed up. It looks pretty good. And then if you want to do it this way so you can see it, the only thing is you always have to do it on the right side. Otherwise, you're not going to get the double needle look. You're going to get the cover stitch look. So you can do it inside out like this, but you have to do it like this. So you can do it. This is how you would normally do it, like on my other cover stitch. It would just be a flat surface. So this is how I would do it on that one, just going around in my own circle. So it works that way too. You can definitely do it that way. It's the same thing. It's just easier using it with the cylinder right here going around the edges. But I'm going to show you that it can be done. It's not a big deal having a flat one and not a cylinder one, if that makes sense. So I'm just making sure that this is even. And you just basically hold it up against the seam guide going around in your own circle, but see how it's on the edge and it's exactly the same as the other one. There's no difference. You just have to make sure you're always pushing it right up against this silver seam guide right here. And then I just cut it like I normally would. Go over a couple, and then I'm going to lift it, pull my strings, cut, lift, pull back and out, and then cut the back. So either way you do it, it's the same turnout. Literally the same, doing it both different ways. So this machine is awesome. I love it. It's the best. Now these are done. I need to put my sizing tag on, but there you go. We just made a pair of bell bottoms and super quick. I can do those with my eyes closed. But do you guys have any questions for me? I'm gonna head off pretty soon. I'm gonna go check on these prints over here and see. I'm gonna bring you guys over there. I'm gonna unplug you here. I'm gonna take you over there. It's really hard when I have my phone plugged in. I need to have it charged most of the time. So we're gonna flip you around here. Let me know if you guys have any questions. I'm gonna walk you guys over here with me. I'm gonna set you right there for a second while I grab my let's see. What are you guys talking about? Don't forget the like button. Yes, thank you guys so much. Are you getting close to 6,000 subscribers? I know I am, huh? Not are you? I have, yeah. Wow, I didn't realize I was that close. For 2 pieces, this is a hat. I'll have to try that. Yes. Let's see. Yeah, if you guys have any questions, please ask while I have you on here. I don't want to set that right there. That's kind of hot. But these are the prints that we just did. I don't know if you guys can see that. So I just did these. These are the ones that we just printed. So Mama Mini, and then the coffee one. Super cute. These ones are kind of vintagey. They have like spots taken out of them. So they're supposed to look like that. This one is the one I got on Creative Fabrica. I love it. It's super cute. But they're already cured and everything, and I can cut them, I can touch them, anything, and they're not gonna get ruined. So those are those. But that's like the gang sheet I was talking about, where you can put like more on one sheet, if you guys don't know what that means. These are the little pieces that I was doing the nozzle checks on. So they come in like little tiny, almost like 5x7 sheets. And I just stick it under here to save it. This is the print. It's printing right now. So it's almost done. It's on working on the other one. And I'll show you which one it's doing. So it's doing these smileys. I think you guys probably saw me post about that. So it's doing the smileys right now. So see how it's like mirrored? And that's supposed to be mini. And then when it prints out, it prints normal. So super cool system. Which printer is this again? Is it linked? No, I don't have it linked. This one is from All American Print Supply Co. And Sarah, can you link that for me? I don't really know how to do that. I don't even know if you can do that. It's just the All American Print Supply Co. If you go to their website, that's who I purchased it from. They have all the supplies there. They have all different kinds of machines there. But I have the, I'll put it right here. I have the A3 Plus. It's the Prestige A3 Plus. It's not the one with the roller. I'm going to be getting that one soon. I need to make room for it. I'm trying to figure out where I'm going to put it. But yeah, I really like it. It's really nice. It took me, I'm not going to lie, it took me a good like month to try to figure everything out on it. But now that I have it figured out, I can start doing videos on it and like teaching you guys how I set it up and how to use the software and stuff like that. It's super easy. It does take time. You can't just jump into it. So it takes a little bit, but it is pretty easy. Thank you guys. I do really like it. And one of the reasons, actually the main reason why I chose this printer was because of the low maintenance it has on it. I mean, you guys saw me do it this morning, and that I did was because I hadn't used it in a few days because I've been out of the office. But normally on a day-to-day basis, all I do is suck the air out of the tube, do a head cleaning, and I start printing. It's so easy, and I shake the white ink. It's very, very low maintenance compared to any other DTF printer. You have to like dump the ink, do all this, do all that. It's so easy. Yeah, so, and you guys know I'm a creature of habit, so if I do get another DTF printer, I'll probably get the same exact one, but with the roll feeder, because I don't want to have to learn a new one over again. It just takes too long to learn all of that. But yeah, if you guys have any questions, now's the time to ask me because I'm just sitting here waiting on my print to get done. I'll show you guys the size chart that I was talking about. Let me show you. This is the one I made on Canva. If you guys are looking to make kind of your own stuff, let me switch the camera angle. The one I linked, I think, has the roller. Not sure. I know nothing of these printers. It's okay, Sarah. No problem. Here, I'll show you guys. Not me. Let me do that. I have info on my computer. Okay, so I made this actual picture I purchased from, where did I purchase this one from? Flower Child or something. It was a website I found on Google. And I just put my logo on here so that this is my design right here. I made this thing. So this is the sweatshirt that I use. I just did size chart. And then these are the sizes I offer. So small, medium, large, extra large, those are what I offer. So I just made this simple thing because I had Sarah look at my listings and I didn't have a size chart in there, and I wasn't going to do one because most people know their size, but people are finicky on listings and want to know this and that. So I said, I'll just make one. So I made one. And then I also did a t-shirt one. Where is it? This one right here. So I did the same thing with the t-shirts, except I offer extra small, small, medium, large, XL. So these are the t-shirts that I showed you earlier that I'll be offering. So yeah, you can make your own stuff. I've been learning a lot about how to make my own mock-ups. So it's super easy. And then you can just basically like go into, like you can make your own folders in Canva if you didn't know that. So I have a mock-up folder that I have currently. Let me see if I can get to it. But it makes life so much easier when you have just mock-ups ready to use. So Sarah actually helped me create these. These are the bottles that I have for my tumblers. And I had a mock-up, you know, made for this. But then she helped me like remove the background, made it super easy. This right here, these are actually my clothes. So that's what I was talking about. This is, if it shows up. Right here, so you can do your own mock-ups, and I just thought that was really cool that I can display that using my own stuff. So I'm just teaching myself how to do all these new things because trends change, things change every single year, so just get creative with it. And this is actually a photo I took on my cell phone, and I uploaded it into my Lightroom app, and I just edited it in there. And this is just a white picture and took it. And you guys can, pictures are super easy, you just have to do it. And yeah, so that was a short snippet of what I do. I'm currently creating, I haven't like fully finished it yet, but I'm creating care instructions for my DTF shirts and sweaters and shirts and all that that I ship out. So this is going to be the back of them, I think. I'm not really sure. I'm not finished with it yet. And then on the front side is just going to be this right here. So being in bliss, and then the back side is going to be whatever I finish creating. So yeah. Just trying to do my own designs. That's all. Let's see if this print head worked on here. Not quite. So this is what it's doing. So the black and the M and the C are working, but not the Y. Do we know why it's doing that? It's not going to focus. So I did another, this was the first one, and it's not as good as the second one, so it's better. And I'm not really focused on it because it's just for my invoices, so I really don't care, but I would like to know. Let's see. Amber, do you get any kind of credit if I ordered my Celebrate with your link? If you do, please make sure you got whatever you're supposed to. I told him your name 3 times. When did you order it, Karen? Let me see. Hold on. That was a cleaning? That was the head cleaning. I am going back up to see. What was her question? I didn't see it. I must have missed it. I saw reviews on this one that says it gets clogged a lot every few prints you've had that issue. I haven't had any issues like that. No, honestly. No. Mine doesn't get clogged. But again, I take the precaution, like I said earlier this morning when we were cleaning it, I always, here, I'm gonna flip this around. So I don't know if other people do this or not, and it doesn't say in the directions to do it on a daily basis, but I do it every day, and maybe that's why I haven't had the issues that other people are having. But every single day, I showed you guys what I do. I shake the white ink, I turn the printer on, I shake the white ink, this tube right here, I take my syringe and I get all the air out of the tube. And then I do a head cleaning, 1 or 2 of them if needed. Today I did 3 because I haven't used the machine in a few days. And before I start printing, I do a nozzle check and a print head cleanings, all that. And it's been fine. I haven't had any issues with clogged anything. But I think it's because I do always every day I get the air out of that tube in the back, and that's what clogs it, is when there's air bubbles and stuff like that in it. And so I just always check that. It's just extra, it's an extra step, but I would rather do that than have to again do everything else. So this is the reason, if you can see this clearly, this is the reason I leave sides open. You don't have to leave that much room, but see, that's like a good inch right there on the side. And if it does that, I don't want it to scrape into my design. That's just from the print head going back and forth like super fast. And so I always leave that out. And then I could have moved it down more, but like, why? I need room to cut. I'm not going to be able to put any other design on this sheet anyway. There's not enough room. But I always leave a good 1.5 inches from the bottom. Otherwise, the white will just keep going over the bottom, and then it'll just end up with what they call it being an ink pool, where it just piles the white ink on top. But then this is the front of it. So the colors are super vibrant, really nice. This is supposed to be like a vintage looking, so there's speckles on it that aren't printed. That's the actual design. It's supposed to be like that, if you're wondering. It's the vintage look. So the colors look really nice. The white is super vibrant. It's really nice. I need to put the powder on it, so let me put the powder on. I keep it down here. I don't know if you guys can see me down here or not. I also keep the little silica pads in here. Even though it's an airtight container, I like to be extra careful and use extra precaution. That's just how I roll. Probably a little too much precaution, but I think that's better than, sorry, this is loud, I know. You have to get all of that off. But, I mean, I like to take extra precautions so that I don't have to run into all those other issues. And you put it face down and let it go. And now I'm gonna just start printing my next one. The good thing about this is I can put a print on and just let it print. And if I have to leave to go pick up my kids from school, it takes a good, half hour to print this anyway. So I'm not gonna sit here and wait. When I get home, it'll be done. And then I can just heat it and add my next one on. So now we're going to do this one. Let me show you how I do this so you guys know. So what I'm doing, if you guys can see that, is I added, in this program, you just go up to this add button. Here, let me show you what I did. So that I'm going to erase that. So this is a clean slate. I'm going to go to the add button. These are what I downloaded today. These are the designs that I just created. These are other designs that I did the other day for a company. These were custom orders. So these are all downloads. This is strictly what I use this computer for. So we already printed this one. We just printed that one. That one's heating. Now I'm onto this one. I just double click. It shows right up into the program, which is really nice. And it shows up backwards. But then when I click on it, you can see down here in the corner, I don't know if you can see that or not, but it is facing the right way. And then on here, it's backwards. So it automatically mirrors it for you, so you don't have to worry about that or doing that. So my next move that I like to do is, see how cropped it is? I like to go in and crop it. You don't have to do this. I just like to, because I want to see exactly how big the print is. So I go to manual, crop, and then you can take it, and I go all the way up as far as I can without hitting the design. My stomach just growled if you heard that. So I try to get as close to it as I can without hitting the actual design. Okay, and then I hit create. Now it's going to give you a bunch of these little things, and all you do is delete them. I don't know if there's an easier way to do this or not. This is just how I've taught myself how to do it. Because again, I teach myself pretty much everything. So I'm just deleting all of these like little things. So now that we have all that done, what you can do is you can click on your page, and if it says manual right here where your layout is, you can click on this and you can move it. Whoops, cancel. You can click on this and you can move it anywhere you want on your page. If you don't click manual, it won't move. But if I want to print it all the way over here, I can move it, and you can move it wherever you want. I usually like to put it in the center of the page. It's just, I missed one of those and I missed this one. If I don't delete those, then it will print that. So yeah. So basically this right here, line right here, is telling you you shouldn't print anything down here. That's giving you your good 1.5 inches of leeway. So I can move this down to here, but it's not going to let me go any farther. See, it's not letting me move anything down. Even though my sheets are 19 inches, they make you stay above that 18 or 17.5 inch mark for good reason. Otherwise, it's not going to print right. But you can print all the way at the top, no problem. So I move all the way to the top usually, but with this one I have plenty of space, so I'm not even going to worry about it. So I have plenty of space. There's nothing more I can add on that page anyway, so I'm not going to worry about it. So this is how this comes out. And basically pull it out carefully. You don't want the image to hit up because that's where the heater is and it'll ruin your print. But I basically look to see like if it looks like what they call the orange peel, if it's melted. This is all pretty much melted. Every heater has its own, like, I don't know, where it heats up. It's not completely even. I don't think they all ever are unless you get like a conveyor belt. So I just flip it at 180 degrees or 90 degrees, whatever that is. And I use my other timer, which is just 1 minute and 15 seconds. And I just have got that down to a science because I've done so many of them. But anyway, back to this. This is done. I'm going to hit print. And I already have my paper in here. So now we'll see it. And it'll feed. It looks like it's eating the paper, but I swear it's not. And it prints, it looks like it prints pretty fast, but it does take a while. So I just make sure that the first like line, once it starts covering with white, that's what I make sure to look at to see if the white is doing good or not, because that's the most important part of the print, is the white backing. So I just make sure that it's doing good. And I can already see it starting to do the white up in that corner. Let's check on this. And we'll go back over there in a second. So I basically just check to make sure that that's good. This corner up here, needs to be a little bit more done. See how it's kind of like matte and all the rest is shiny? Just this, like, barely this corner. That's what happens with these big, huge prints. So sometimes if it's just like that, I'll just do this. And I just kind of close it in there like that. And I'll set that timer again. It's tough with the big prints. But now the white looks like it's doing good. I can see in the very back here, it's covering it really nicely. So now I just let it do its thing, and then I come back and check on it in like 15 minutes. So that's done. I'm just gonna wait for this one. Then we're pretty much just doing the same thing back and forth. Well, when I bought my Juki machine, you did not get the credit for it because they said we have to click on your link. I never knew you had one for us to click on. Yeah, it should be listed under my profile or the description. Let me double check that I have everything correct under there. I also have a representative, or if that's what you want to call it, I have a salesperson that is directly associated with me. So if you guys have any questions or anything, you can directly contact them. And okay, so see, now it's better. So it's all shiny now. I don't, you can't really tell on camera. I can see it in person, but you can kind of see like the shine. So anyway, I have a person who is directly associated with me, and if any of you guys have questions and you need to call, because like before you would call and they'd be like, oh, well, since you called and talked to me and bought it from me, the salesperson got the credit and I didn't, which happened a ton in the beginning when everybody was buying the machines and stuff. I didn't get credit for a lot of that because they were calling in and not actually ordering it online, which is fine. I totally understand. But I told Blaine about that and we talked about it and stuff. And so each one of us got our own representative. So if you guys call and have questions and you tell them, you know, you're buying it because I have it or whatnot, then, and you tell them my name, I should be getting the credit for that. So I'll double check on my description and make sure it's in there correctly. Hey Linda, how are you? Sorry you're just jumping in. I'm about to get off here soon. I'm just talking your guys' ears off right now. I don't really have anything much more to do. I guess we can go, what time is it? 1:45. I have like 15 minutes. Let's go over here while this is printing, and I'm going to press that outfit and then we'll package it and get it ready to go. So I can just get it ready to go. This is my new heat press. I love this guy. It's huge. I love how you can like pull it out. You can pull it in. It has a swivel thing too, so it goes side to side. It's a swing one. I don't use that obviously because I don't have room to swing it out to the side. But yeah. Let me grab these. I'm gonna turn this machine off. These are, why is that so back? To 18. I've never actually pressed with this yet, so we'll see how good it does with this. I usually use my mini iron, but I don't have it plugged in right now, so we'll just do this. Actually, I don't like that. I'm not going to do that. I'm just going to plug my Cricut in real quick, which means I have to move this. Let me move all these hats out of the way. I gotta package these up too. She's supposed to come pick them up. It was a local order. So she's picking up a bunch of prints that I made her. She's in a shop locally, and so she does like shirts of the month. And I'm her print supplier, I guess you want to call it. So this is the reason why I always iron on the labels, the size labels before I actually make the item. It's just much easier for me. So my size labels I put in here, and I usually do them before I even sew up the item. It's just a lot easier. But for now, I'm going to do it like this because I didn't do that. So we'll do that, and then I'll press them on the big press. Just waiting for the thing to heat up. What is that item to the right of your heat press? Let's see. That's my screen printing station. It didn't come together. I got this table off of Amazon and I screwed it into the table. But yeah, this is my screen print station. It's just a little drawer. And then I have all of my boards back behind there. You can't see it. This little thing, I have like all my supplies and stuff in. So much stuff. Okay. Just wait for that to cool off for a second. But these are how I use my machine, my printer, my DTF machine, for all of my prints. So I print them out on the machine. I don't know if you can see that very well. But they have like all my information on there instead of doing like the stamps and all that. I just kind of made my own up with my logo, and I have the sizes on each one of them, and then I just kind of print them on or iron them on. But this is why I do it in the very beginning. I just didn't have my press on at that time. It's just easier, and then at the end you don't have to worry about it. But it comes off totally clean. There's my on here. Just like that. So pretty. Very, very clear. The printer is really good with intricate lettering and any of that good stuff. Like that lettering is so tiny. These squares are literally like 1.5 inches because I wanted them super small because I make small stuff. So it's literally like 1 inch by like 1.5 inches. So tiny. But that's how I do it that way. And then I'm going to move you back here so I can actually... This is another custom order over here I haven't got to yet. I'm going to turn that off. I've never actually pressed anything on here yet because it's brand new. I mean, I've made my DTF shirts. I'm talking clothing, like how I usually press them on here. So we'll see how it does. So I have it set for pressing. I usually only press for like 5 seconds because you don't need anything more than that. But look how good it does. I might have used it like one time pressing. I'm not sure. But It does a good job. It's just super tight, like the pressure. You can set the pressure too, however you want. And I have it at, I think 4? Yeah, between 4 and 5. But it just makes them like super flat. Now I'm gonna do the waistband. I make sure everything's all nice and tucked in.
Hey.
Hey.
Are you late?
Yeah, but it's okay. I'm about to get off because I have to go soon.
Yep.
Love you.
How you doing?
Good.
Good.
Just kind of an all over the place kind of live.
Yeah, that's great.
Okay, so here are my little bell bottoms.
Oh. Got all that done?
Yeah, they're all done. I forgot to press this really fast.
Just so you know, I am not meeting up with Mike now for today.
No?
No.
Okay.
He canceled, but I'm doing that next Tuesday.
Cool.
So, yeah, we'll just chat more when you get home.
Okay.
All right, I love you.
Love you. All right, let's go ahead and I don't like when I can't see you guys, so I'm gonna go like this and put it down like that. Move my coffee out of the way. Let's see, I called them and that was what they said. I asked them if they could give it to you and they said, no, we cannot, but she is so sweet. So she knew me. Do you know who it was? Deborah? You definitely have yourself an awesome assembly line of machines there. Love it. Aw, thank you. That Fusion IQ is one of the best heat presses. I love mine. I know, I'm loving it. I've only used it a few times, but I love it. What is the item to the right of your heat press? Okay, I showed that. I love how high your outlets are. I wish mine were 2 feet higher. My outlets? Oh yeah, I had them put them up higher. I have low ones too. I have outlets everywhere. But yeah, I definitely had them put them high so I could reach them. I moved all my stuff, so I'm like, where is it all? There's that. I just restocked everything, so I need to go through everything. And I'm weird, you guys. I always try to match what I'm writing with the pen I use. Okay. Hi, Evelyn. How are you? Yeah, Angela, I just was like, I'm so tired of sewing in. I mean, it's still the same. It's still a step, just like sewing the tags in was a step. But I know kids are finicky with tags and stuff, so it's like, I just did it because, plus I needed to practice too, so it was a good way for me to practice using the printer. So that's what I did. And it's just easier. What is going on? Okay, so this is going to Canada. So what is it saying? Additional information required. What's the additional information? It needs a tariff number. Okay. Okay, it's not letting me do it. Standard code is a 6-digit number, but so I've never had to use a tariff number. Have you guys? It's never made me do that. What do you guys put in for it? Or actually, let me take that back. I have used tariff numbers, but they usually give it to you. I usually never have to put one in. So let's see. 6-digit number. Does it have to be anything specific? I know. I've never had to do that though. So can I just put in whatever? And can it only be numbers? Let's check this out. This one's too cute. So, I mean, I don't know how long it's been on here, but it's almost done already, so not that long. But look how good that white is. So good. Alexa off. Alexa's telling me it's time to go. So I have to figure that out later. Shouldn't put that on there. All right, guys. I loved being live with you. I will be live again soon, and I'll make a video for you guys. Today was the kind of whatever day, and I loved it because there was nothing planned. But thank you all for being on here, and I will see you guys all next time. Your Alexa just went off. That's funny. I hope you guys have a wonderful day, and I'll see you guys in my next live. Love you guys. Bye.